You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
Hello friends, black coffee pillow. Just kidding. Hello, I'm Vishnu Gopinath and this is Vishnu Ki Secret Life, where I teach you something new about nutrition, fitness, life, or lifestyle choices, usually through my own sometimes questionable decisions. I've already told you in previous podcasts how I fought obesity my whole life, and I still do, before I discovered something that worked for me. Today's episode is for you if you've ever struggled with your weight. You might feel like you've tried everything to lose weight, but fuck all happened. Don't worry much. I'll tell you what might be going wrong that you haven't realized. So, in case you missed it, here's a quick recap. I was super fat my whole life, blowing up to 120 kilograms at my fattest, and then I lost around 40 kilos in a year just by eating the right things and doing a little exercise. But my story didn't end there. After losing all that weight, I also gained a lot of it back and lost it again. Not my mind, the weight. And this has been an up and down process ever since. So let's cut the bullshit and get to the point. Why aren't you losing weight despite really wanting to? There could be a number of reasons for this. Number one, not sleeping enough. Okay, so let's get this clear. Sleep is super important for good health. I know it's obvious, but good sleep is essential if you want to lose fat. The majority of your fat loss and body recomposition happens when you're asleep. When you're sleeping, your body releases growth hormone. This helps you heal and recover. So you need good sleep to be healthy. So obvious and simple, right? Nope. I've always hated sleeping. From the age of 11, I think, I always refused to sleep early. My only friend in school at that time, he used to tell me how he always slept late, around 11 pm. And I was a very suggestible child, so I wanted to be cool like him. And I refused to sleep early. My mom tried to get me to sleep early, but I didn't. If I could travel through time, I'd go back into the past and I'd give my younger self one tight smack right across the head, and I'd be like, shut the fuck up and go to sleep. So this sleeping late continued, and I used to get either less sleep or no sleep every night. This was the case during most of my academic and professional life, except one summer. So, this one summer, I used to sleep like 8 hours straight every night. I'd sleep around 4 am and wake up at say 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and my room was completely dark and quiet. So, I slept really well. I can't emphasize this enough. Sleep in a dark, quiet room. No artificial light, no other stimulus, and you will get the best rest possible. So, back to my brief spell of adequate sleep. So, I slept well, I got a little bit of exercise, not much, and I was eating just tons of meat. It was also red meat, so you can't say it was just the diet. But basically, in that time, I lost more weight than I did during any other period, except for the time I did a fat only fast for 2 weeks. But I'll tell you about that later. So, yes, good sleep should be in your top three priorities if you want to lose weight. Not getting enough sleep is the first and most common mistake that people make when they're trying to lose weight. Second, not actually eating healthy. See, if I had a shot for every time someone told me they were dieting, but they were actually eating trash, I'd probably be dead from alcohol poisoning right now. And no, I'm not judging you for eating junk. I love good junk. It's fucking delicious. But the thing is, when I'm eating junk, I know I'm eating junk. I understand I'm eating unhealthy shit. I acknowledge that what I'm eating is bad for me. I don't care, but I understand. This used to happen to me. I used to think I was eating healthy by eating cereal or brown bread. That was until I did some research beyond just Googling, I'm fat, please help. Misinformation and bullshit are everywhere. We are always fed bullshit about what's good for us and what's not. So if you're telling yourself that you're on a diet, but you're actually eating grains, rice, processed food, and other junk, you're not actually eating healthy. If you want to eat junk, please do, by all means. Just don't lie to yourself about what you're eating and what you're putting in your body. Now, with that said, transitioning from eating food that you think is healthy to eating food that's actually healthy, it's not too difficult. If you've got the right mindset and the motivation in place, and you plan a little bit ahead and stick to it for even 90% of the time, you'll actually shred fat, you will burn through it. But you will have to be honest with yourself and make the effort to eat healthy. The first time I did this was by spending my last day before I started the diet by eating all the junk I wanted. Then I threw whatever I had left over, I threw it out. Throw that shit out. Don't leave it in your cupboard just in case. Don't leave it in your cupboard because you don't throw out food. If it's unhealthy, just throw it out. You don't need the temptation. It's a pointless thing to have around. Next, go shopping. Stock up on eggs, lean meat, green vegetables, maybe some dark chocolate that's above 70% dark. None of that 50-40% shit. That's not dark chocolate, by the way. And maybe a little fruit. Stock up for a week or two worth. Like, say, stock up for enough food for, say, 1 or 2 weeks maximum. That's what I did. I went shopping, I bought some bacon, a tray of eggs, some cold cuts, some fresh meat, mostly chicken and beef, some yogurt, that's good old Indian dahi, some fruit, and some vegetables. I shopped for the whole week. So over the week, I ate bacon and eggs for breakfast, some vegetables, no potatoes or corn, some vegetables and meat, usually chicken for lunch, tenderloin steaks, chili chicken, and other types of chicken, and I ate lots of it. There was no restriction on how much I ate. I just eat till I was full and I stopped when I was full. So when you go shopping next, pick up all of these things and try to shop for a whole week in advance because trust me, you'll save a lot of time that way. And eat all of this food that is lean meat, vegetables, some fruits, and nuts. Eat all of this to your heart's content. Don't hold back, don't starve yourself. Eat till you're full and stop when you're full. But remember, your primary calorie intake should come from the meat, that's the protein that you're having, and some of it from vegetables. Keep the fruits and the nuts to a minimum. Keep them to say 1 or 2 servings maximum a day. Because if you are going beyond that, then you're just lying to yourself and eating more unnecessary calories. Don't starve yourself, eat till you're full and stop when you're full. Weight loss guaranteed. No, cereal is not healthy. It's just an excuse to eat sneaky sugars. And no, you can't just eat a fruit bowl and say I'm eating healthy. Yes, both of these may be more healthy than a burger from McDonald's or KFC, but just because they're not the worst thing you can eat doesn't mean they're healthy. The third mistake you might be making, not working out. See, exercise is important. It's important for feeling good and it helps stimulate weight loss. So, a few years after my initial weight loss, I'd gained some of the lost weight back. But I wanted to get back to being healthy, so I started eating healthy once more. Lots of meat, some vegetables, some fruits, and the occasional nuts. So, a few weeks go by and there's nothing. I don't see any weight loss. I'm actively regulating my food intake, and the weight loss was, well, it was okay but not great. I wasn't getting the same response, both from my body and people around me, about my fitness. So then I started swimming. And I wasn't swimming every day, just once every 2 to 3 days. But oh my god, the difference was overwhelming. In a couple of weeks, I started seeing visible weight loss. I looked healthier, I felt better, my clothes were looser, and my hunger, it had changed. I felt like I was actually being healthy again after a long time. So, what is the point of this? So, here's the point. You need a little bit of a workout if you want to lose fat. You don't need to kill yourself every day by working out, but some exercise is really important. Look at it this way: your fitness is 70% diet, 20% workout, and 10% sleep. You can still plow through the not working out by eating supremely healthy and regulating your food more strictly, but it'll be like writing an exam but only attempting one section. You can't out exercise a bad diet. You can't expect yourself to keep pouring crap into your body as fuel and think that you can work out and fix all of this. You can't, you simply cannot. And you also can't ignore your sleep or exercise and expect to burn fat optimally. Instead, if you focus on all three aspects nutrition, exercise, and sleep You'll actually enjoy the process of losing weight instead of obsessing over it. And you can take a little less tension if you slip up on any of these three things if you're focusing on all three and giving them all attention. Now, finally, the fourth reason you might not be losing weight despite eating healthy. You're cheating too much. See, cheating is unhealthy, whether you're cheating on your partner or you're cheating on your diet. At the end of the day, you're doing something you're not supposed to. But unlike cheating on a partner, cheating on a diet is something you can recover from. In fact, in many diets, one day of the week or one day every 2 weeks is scheduled as a cheat day. You eat what you want on your cheat day and you don't worry about counting calories. It's a very useful little tool. It helps you stick to your diet long term and it has a few other benefits, like it shocks your body with a sudden dose of calories and prevents it from getting too used to your lowered calorie diet and deregulating or down-regulating your metabolism. But cheating is only good if it's well planned and timed, not if you cheat every day. I've had many days in the past few years when I'll go off my diet completely and binge like mad for anywhere from 2 days to a whole week or even 2 weeks. And it shows. It always shows on your body. I'm sure you've noticed it on yourself. I'd have like weeks where I'd just eat chocolates, chips, Nutella, and Kit Kats. There was a period where I would just eat peanut butter and jam sandwiches, sometimes toasted in butter, just that for months. I went through at least 9 kilos of peanut butter and maybe 10 kilos of jam in 2 to 3 months. Yeah, cheating is okay if it's occasional, well planned, and done scientifically. Not if you treat your body like a trash can that's on the clock. When I was eating healthy 6 days a week and cheating one day a week, I felt the difference. I'd be experiencing smooth, even energy for 6 days, and on the one day that I cheated, I'd feel like crap because my body was rejecting the poisonous junk that I was stuffing myself with. I'd feel slow, lethargic, bloated, and disgusting. But I'd only feel like this on 2 days of the week, the day I cheated and the next day. But when I ate junk all day, every day, or even cheated a little bit every day, a small bite here, a taste there, a donut, a box of pizzas, it eventually ended up being the most damaging thing I did to my health. In fact, I'm still recovering from it. Again, just like a relationship, it's easy to slip up and cheat, but it's very difficult to undo the damage. Cheating occasionally and with proper planning, it's good. Cheating all day, every day, not good. I'm only talking about cheating on your diet here. And finally, the last thing that's messing up your plan for that hot summer bod. Number 5. Lying to yourself about any or all of the above. Let's be honest. We've all lied to ourselves. It happens. Whether it's about a little thing like why you couldn't make it to a night out, or about something big like tax evasion. Everyone lies. Take a good, hard look at your lifestyle and ask yourself whether you truly are eating healthy, working out, and getting enough sleep. If you aren't, dedicate more time to it and do it. Almost all human problems fall into one of three categories: health, wealth, and relationships. Make your health your number one priority. If it's out of balance, you can't just do a little bit to balance it. It's unbalanced. So you need to dedicate more time to it and tell yourself, this is it. For the next 3 months, my top priority is my health. Focus your efforts for just 3 months. If 3 months is too much, start with 3 weeks or 1 week. Do all this religiously for 1 week and then ask yourself whether it's worth continuing. You will notice results and you will feel the difference, but only if you're honest with yourself and stick to the plan. Big results start with small steps. That's all we have for you on this edition of Vishnu Ki Secret Life. Join us again next time where I'll tell you something equally if not more interesting.